I was born an only child in Managua, Nicaragua. Nicaragua is a really beautiful place, but people moved from Nicaragua because they wanted to get away from poverty and war. They said that America was heaven. My dad was the first person who came to America. My mom didn't hear from my dad for years. We were worried because we didn't know what was going on. Then my mom went to America and left me with my grandma when I was 3. I lived with all my cousins together in a house. I felt lonely a lot because I saw my cousins with their moms and dads, and even though they took me with them, I wish I had a family like they did. When it rained, sometimes they flooded the house. It was flooded once, and it was up to our knee. We all got buckets and were trying to get the water out. A woman who lived in America but was from Nicaragua came and took me when I was 4. We flew in an airplane. The first time I saw my mom was at the airport. I ran towards her. She grabbed me and was crying. She was so happy to see me. I felt like I was different from everybody and like I wasn't going to fit in. I wasn't used to the climate. I didn't like the cold. I even got altitude sickness when I came. When I first saw snow, I said, "What is that?" Things were frustrating at school at first. I only spoke Spanish. Sometimes I just stayed away from kids. I thought they wouldn't like me, or they would say something to me that I wouldn't understand. I felt like quitting, but I kept telling myself to keep going. I was struggling in school. I saw other people and wanted to be like them. I tried my hardest in school. When I began speaking English, everything became easier for me. I had been down, and I started to go up. I started to see a little piece of heaven. All my mom's family lives in Nicaragua. We all came to this country with someone else's cards. It was illegal. I wanted to return to see my family, but I can't because I'm illegal. When I see that my parents come home from their jobs so tired because they can only get the jobs that other people don't want, I think it's not fair. It's hard when I see the sadness and sorrow in their faces, and we know that they can't be like other people who like their jobs and come home happily to their family. My mom wants a better future for me. I'm getting my education, I'm doing well in school, I have food, clothes, and access to technology. I have a little piece of heaven here, after all. Sometimes I'm really afraid that my heaven moment could end anytime. I'm afraid that I could get stopped any moment, people asking for my legal papers. I know when I grow up, things are going to be really hard for me. Things like getting a job, going to college, or helping my family. When I grow up, I want to go to college and become a nurse. I know some have not made it that far, but I want to change that and become the first.